Kai Cenat won't let go of DDG. Let's see what this is about.
What's poppin', y'all? It looks like Kai Cenat is really hell-bent on repairing something that he could have prevented. And he had the chance multiple times to pull the plug on early. And that is the beef between Reggie and DDG. Reggie is one of Kai's proteges, one of the Clover Boys, one of the people he helped put on into the streaming game, did a lot for him. And then he continued pushing up. But he's been on Mafiathon 3. And previously, Kai Cenat tried to do a temperature check with a clip I'm going to play you guys right now of inviting DDG to the Mafiathon.
Yeah, DDG pulled up right now.
Hello. Hello? Who pull up right now?
So y'all want to play Mafia?
Play Mafia what?
With Daryl.
I wouldn't even play cards with that. This keep me far from him. If you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say anything, but it gonna thing we go. Cause he's hilarious.
I'm trying to create the peace, man, with the guys.
Yeah, Reggie, just be cool, man.
For Mafiathon 3, bro. Let's all come together. After that,
just be cool,
DDG understood the situation.
No, I get it. Why though? He don't want to be cool though. I understand, bro. This nigga put his father on a lock screen. So.
You could tell that Reggie was not messing with it, and there would be conflict. Somebody would have to leave before the other one came, and DDG maturely said that he doesn't need to be a part of it. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
to just sit down, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, it don't have to be no sit down, no nothing. Nigga, if the nigga don't want to talk to me, I don't have to talk to the nigga, bro. But at the end of the day, I don't never want to make it weird for Kai. You feel me? So that's why I'm not pressed about like pulling up or doing this and that if it's gonna cause that's already there issues. It's not that deep. I owe Kai 1,000 subs. I sent 250 already. I owe him 600 more. No, what's the math? I owe him 750 more subs, bro. Kai gave me 1,000. I told him to give him back. I owe him 750 more subs. He gonna get that regardless whether I pull up or not. You feel me? But I do feel like it's definitely
unfortunate.
But the marathon still continues. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle on that one. And Kai Cenat brought a preacher on to give prayers to everybody, to hold a Sunday service. And who gets mentioned again? The Lil Rodney son, Reggie/DDG beef. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Oh, and they both got to be at Stream University, or one of them is not going to have to be at Stream University. And I think if he had to decide, he'd probably tell Reggie to stay home since DDG's bigger. Or maybe DDG would stay home this time. But they both gonna have to see each other eventually at Stream University or at one of Kai Cenat's parties or something like that. Yeah.
I made a video for YouTube. Reggie, DDG, stop. God said stop. I know, Mud. But I tried to reach for you too, brother.
Nah, it's real.
That's real. I tried to reach for you too, brother. Because God knows, watch this. When you get in this position, stuff will try to distract you. But now this is literally the last one. I know y'all, this literally the last one.
You good. Yeah.
So here you have it, and he's trying to make peace, but there's certain times you cannot make peace. It's until death do.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you put my dead father on a lock screen, and I'm pretty sure he put his dead father on the lock screen before Reggie even said anything about his kid. People said that Reggie said, "Where's Halo at?" before he put his dad on a lock screen. But if I remember correctly, DDG put his dead father on the lock screen, and then Reggie responded to that by saying, "Where's your son at?" Because the whole DDG Halo situation. So I see where Reggie's coming from, honestly, and not wanting to talk to him. I don't know if I'd want to talk to him either. It's easy to be like, just get over it, or just until you're in that situation. Granted, he provoked it a little bit, but I don't know. They're both wrong in the situation, but you can't be mad at Reggie or say he needs to just get over it. You know, you can't punch somebody in the face and tell them you need to stop your face from hurting.
Us part, and we're not talking about the marriage vows, or we beef until I die or till you die. Well, I forgot the King Von bar.
That's crazy.
It escapes my mind. I haven't listened to demonic music in quite a while. It was a good phase though. Regardless, Dub, DDG's brother, he had something to say after watching.
This fat sack of Man, this coffee bean looking nigga always got something to say. Nigga look like a piece of Play-Doh, man. Always talking crazy.
The pastor and Reggie. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Regardless of what my brother says, it don't matter. Regardless of what Reggie said, it don't matter. Them said words to each other that cannot be. No,
your brother put his dead father on a lock screen. In this, I'm pretty sure this was before Reggie even said anything about his son.
Be like squashed because of another man's word. Them said real damaging words to each other, bro. Real damaging words that literally can't be taken back.
It was really your brother, bro.
It can't. Like, it can't be took back because it just can't. I don't see them ever being cool. I'm just being honest. I don't see my brother forgiving somebody for talking about his son. And I don't see him forgiving somebody for whatever my brother said. I'm gonna be honest. I can't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about no growth. If somebody talk about
Yeah, okay, guys, I've been looking it up. He said Reggie says the thing to DDG about where's Halo, but somebody in the comment said he's winning the beef without disrespecting the dead. So that does in fact mean DDG put his dead father on a lock screen before Reggie even mentioned any of his family. So DDG is just extremely disrespectful for no reason. Yeah, I knew I was right with what I was thinking.
my child, bro, it's nothing we can do.
This is true. This is what I said when this beef first escalated to this level. I said, listen, man, it's gotten to a point where they can't come back from this. It is what it is. And the fact that it happened online makes everything so much worse because now somebody, whoever, is going to be seen as the sucker, most likely Reggie, for not even apologizing, but for patching things up. And somebody has to, and it's really DDG in this case, would have to really apologize.
Yo, this is Reggie's dead father, and DDG did this before Reggie even said anything about DDG's family. All Reggie essentially said was, your music is trash and mind your business, and called him old. So DDG, a grown-ass man who's 27 years old, his response was to find Reggie's deceased father, who just recently died, actually, mind you, and put his face on a lock screen. Reggie said nothing about Hallie, to my knowledge. He definitely didn't say nothing about Halo's son. And DDG said that's the one thing you can't say is bring up my son. He didn't bring up his son before this or nothing. And he put his... Do you know how nasty you have to be to do something like that? Like, do you know how nasty? You're a nasty individual, bro. That's disgusting, bro. You know what I mean? You're a disgusting dude, bro. So, yeah, DDG's way more in the wrong. And DDG got mad because Reggie essentially told this nigga, mind your business, bro. This don't got nothing to do with you. And it didn't. Reggie really wasn't in the wrong, if I'm being honest. The only reason he looks wrong now is because he stopped engaging with the beef. So it looks like he lost. Thus, for people say, well, since you lost, you had to be wrong. But like, nah. Yeah, DDG is so wrong for this whole... I don't like DDG, man.
Apologize, but I don't think it's just like people, you're talking about people dying, and everyone has their own opinion on it, because the DDG fans are like, yo, he talked about his kid first, and he forgive that, there's dead family members involved. So whichever side you lie on, I really think personally that it's worse that he came at dude's dead family members, direct family members too. And
he said nothing about his family. Reggie said nothing about his family before that. Yeah, you can't justify that. You're just a weirdo. You're just like an ass who doesn't care about life.
Like his dead father. Dog, internet beat. And keep in mind, this started off with a chick, honestly. It started off with a chick. So Reggie's ex-girlfriend was doing some Cash App scam or Cash App promo for a scam, not the actual Cash App application. And then DDG somewhat defends him. And he says, like, yo, she's just getting her money. And I called out DDG for this. I was like, yo, it's cool.
Creating custom clothing.
Yeah, nigga, he's scamming his fans, bro. She got most of her fan base from Reggie. So if she scams her fan base, she's scamming his Reggie fan base. It looks bad on him.
To do a promo for an actual scam, not a scam as in selling something that people don't like. No, a legitimate scam, and that's okay. So DDG kind of defends it, and then Reggie gets mad at him and tells him to mind his business. And he's like, what the hell? I'm basically assisted you. I try to cover up for the situation. And Reggie was like, nah, you can't, like, scamming ain't cool under any capacity, this and that. And then it escalates from there, which is kind of wild because DDG was trying to avoid the beef, but I feel like when he, in his perspective, when he got dragged into it, he's just like, all right, F this dude.
It's not that he got dragged in it. He didn't get dragged into shit. He put himself in it by speaking on something that had nothing to do with him. Or once he DDG has such a big ego. When you come to him certain ways, even if it's granted, he get mad because he feel like, I'm DDG, I'm big homie. Y'all little niggas ain't going. I've been doing this. You just started in this shit. Think I'm gonna let you talk to me? Like, that's how he looking at it. That's just but that's his ego. That's his fault. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Hey, anytime you speak on something that ain't got nothing to do with you, just expect people to disagree. Just expect, like, whatever to come behind that. Because you open yourself up to that whenever you speak on something that has nothing to do with you. Especially, it's one thing if you're just like a small reaction channel, but when you're his size, everything you say holds weight. So you got to be aware of that.
I didn't even try to start beef with him. And he's always acting weird towards me and this and that. And that's understandable. But this escalated even more when Cenat made some comments about freestyling while T Grizzly was there. T Grizzly delivered a great freestyle, by the way, on the segment where they do On the Radar. I cannot play you guys any of those clips. I even show On the Radar set, and they copyrighting the videos. It's insane. But he gives his perspective on Lil Rodney's son, or Reggie's, freestyling ability in comparison to DDG. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
I think Reggie the best streamer that can freestyle.
You just said something right there.
I ain't gonna lie.
Reggie is so nice.
No, I think, bro, Reggie is different. I'm telling you.
Different at freestyling, bro.
I'm telling you, Chad.
We was looking for you when we was freestyling.
He is.
They were looking for your.
I'm telling you, he's the best. I'm talking about flow. I'm talking about straight flow, bro.
No cap.
Cap, who's better? Who's better? DDG is good, but I think Reggie's a better freestyler. I'm being honest. And I with them. I think DDG is a good streamer. I'm talking about like flow, like in it. Like
freestyle,
in it, like freestyle, like put up right now.
On stream. He'll just, he didn't come in here, he'll rap.
And please don't drag what I said, chat. Please don't drag that out
Don't drag
and mix it up and cause controversy. Please don't. That's just me, like. Funny Mike good too.
That's a gift.
Funny Mike good too, but I've never seen.
Funny Mike, bro.
Nah, Funny Mike.
DDG, Funny Mike, and Reggie.
I'm talking about Reggie, like on stream, like you would think that shit's pre-recorded, how he, like his delivery.
Yo, that freestyle.
That's to me like your delivery.
Freestyle, like. I'm talking about freestyle, like put up a beat right now.
Yes. I'm talking.
This is, as Cenat would call it, through his own words, messy. I wouldn't use that word. I would say he's just giving his own opinion because people do say DDG. People mention DDG after. I don't even think he was thinking about DDG. Nobody ever thinks of freestyling and DDG in the same sentence. Ever in life. And of course, the fans are going to forward this to DDG and he gives his own reaction to it. So I'm going to play the clip right now.
God. Bro. Y'all call it glazing, dick sucking, whatever, bro. Like, it don't matter. Kai can't do no wrong in my eyes, bro. Like, he ain't really say nothing bad. That's his opinion. It is what it is. It's
DDG salty. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. He's salty about it.
It's okay. But this is the same. Let me give y'all an analogy real quick. This is the same analogy as saying you go as going up to Curry and being like, I play better one-on-one than you. And then Curry would be like, I'm in the league.
Yeah, he's just
numbers.
Yeah, he's
just.
I'm 100%.
DDG is correct here. Now, there are very few people.
But but the whole thing is nobody said like, hey, Reggie's so much of a better freestyler than DDG. You see what I mean? How he just has a very fragile ego. It makes sense he would have somebody like India Love who strokes it so much. Bro, nobody said anything about the league, though. We're talking just about the best one-on-one player we know is Reggie. He's the best one-on-one player we know. Nobody said shit about the league. Nobody cares. Nobody said, that nigga DDG who's in the league, Reggie's such a better one-on-one player. No, they just said all that happened was in chat. Kai's messy for reading the chat and listening to the chat, because where else did he think that was gonna go besides him talking about, yeah, Kai, he weird too. He
People
low-key,
that are gonna
low-key,
beat Steph Curry.
There was no reason, because I'm thinking in my head, if I know DDG and Reggie don't like each other, I know DDG's heavy into music. He really sensitive about that, and that's why they pretty much, it got to where it got. I'm not gonna listen to the chat, or once they say we know someone who's better, I know who you're gonna say who you think is better. Who's my one friend that makes music? That was dumb on Kai's part. Either he just wasn't thinking. I highly doubt that, since he's so high up, and I doubt that. That was just dumb and kind of weird on his part to even play with that spirit. You know what I'm saying?
In a one-on-one, even if they're not in the league. But, and keep in mind, DDG, it's not like, he's not talking like, oh, I'm in the league. Hold on. DDG
Yes,
was
he is.
in the league. Like, yo, how many years ago was DDG's last hit? Moonwalking, you could say, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Moonwalking in Calabasas, and maybe like Elon, no, I'm geeking. We're going to give him that. No, we're not disrespecting DDG. People seem, it's funny because you're unbiased when half the people say you hate this man, and half the people say you've shown too much love to this man, you D-riding. That's how I know I'm on the right page. But I'm geeking. I'm going to give him that. That was his last song. And the reason why...
It's like, was it really, really, really popular on, like, when I think of a popular song, I think that shit's on the radios. You know what I'm saying? I think that shit's on commercials, or not. Like TikTok to me isn't just count as popular, because anything can go viral real quick on TikTok. But it's like, was it on rotation on the radio? Was it on rotation in commercials? Was it referenced a lot by people in real life? Like that's what lets you know if something's. So I guess in streamer terms it was, but not really.
I consider it I'm geeking is because for me to consider a DDG
a
song
well-known
or
song,
him in the league
sphere.
is for a song to be listened to
On the
people
radio
that are outside of
his-
DDG's content fan base.
Or anybody who's out who doesn't know who, like, your music is popular or it's running when people don't know you for content at all, and they know you just because of your music. People know DDG more for his YouTube streaming, or people know him more for his connection to Haley and their whole situation than they do for him actually being a rapper or his songs, period.
So outside of his streaming audience, outside of his YouTube audience,
Haley,
outside of the people that keep up
the
with him in
controversy,
general, people
yeah.
that just heard the song and they're like, oh, this is a cool song. And they may not
Agreed.
even know DDG, which is
Agreed.
difficult because he's one of the most famous people of our generation, online in particular. So that was the last song.
Online, I
and
guess.
how many years ago was I'm Geeking? That was in what? At least 2020. It couldn't be past 2022. If it was 2023, I would be surprised. Oh, it was 2023. Okay.
Oh.
So that was 2023. So that was 2+ years ago, almost 2.5 years ago. We're not considering Pink Dreads because, like I said, the majority of that was
online.
Their audience. So
Yeah, nobody outside of that, like, that wasn't on radios. And it's one of those songs where it only sound good in the content space. Like, I ain't gonna say you can't listen to Pink Dreads outside of, but like, it's not like a, I don't know, bro. This shit's it just don't be hitting like that, bro. Streamers trying to be rappers, bro, trying to step out their lane.
Boy Max audience, DDG audience, the streaming audience, the content audience, because it didn't take off much further than that. Now, 36 million streams is nothing to scoff at. It's nothing to joke about. We're not playing around with that. That's good numbers. But, like, for example,
that
Blame
was,
the Chat,
6
he didn't
figures.
really have any songs go. None of the songs have even, or Emotion was a good song, I won't lie. And I liked Blame the Chat. It was a solid project.
Yeah,
but
it's
we're not
cool.
here to talk all the way
The
about
concept, I guess,
some
was cool.
DDG album review. So I'm Geeking was 2.5 years ago. So you're talking about the league. Are you still in the league? Or are you playing overseas
Are
right
you
now?
G
That's the
League,
thing.
nigga?
It's like he
Playing
hopped
with
in
Bronny.
like Markel Fultz, and then he got into the game. Well,
One
he
good game.
wasn't
He
really
had one good
expected to do
season.
much. He came
Not
out of
even a
nowhere with
season.
the moonwalking in Calabasas. He had been grinding, but that's
I
all.
mean, he had arguments too, I guess. And she said, "You bro, that's tough." Wait, that is Moonwalking in Calabasas. Yeah, I don't know, bro. He didn't have that many hits for real. No
I
cap.
had so much like
I feel like he had something though. I just can't think of it right now. Yeah, I don't
shock
know.
and awe that he made that work. And then, of course, like I'm Geeking. But since then, are you really in the league? I don't know. And yeah, saying somebody's a great freestyler, dog, like Harry, what's his name? I don't Harry Mack.
Styles?
Harry Mack's a better freestyle than damn near every rapper, except maybe like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD's really got it. Like he's got the sauce on the freestyle too. Maybe like an Eminem, right? But currently, Harry Mack is better than the majority of freestylers. There are other like freestylers on YouTube, I'm pretty sure, that are way better than not just DDG, but rappers in the game, even Drake. But that doesn't mean that they're better rappers.
Right.
And I think that's the distinction that DDG's trying to make. And he's like, yo, this
He's just
guy's
being
got to
an
get in the
asshole.
game first, and then we can talk. But what if he dropped?
The thing is though, nobody brought up your name. The chat brought up your name. You acts like they just said Reggie is so much better than DDG at rap. Like he's just a sensitive little bitch, bro. No cap.
And this is the thing. What if he comes with a plaque? Like, is Rice Gum on DDG's level because he's got a platinum plaque? Hell no. Rice Gum is one of the worst rappers of all time. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, I get the whole point of the video. Yeah, pretty much Kai's being messy. He needs to calm his ass down. And DDG needs to stop being so sensitive. Shout out to Hello Sign.